Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Cilinix Crypto, and welcome to this new Dogecoin update. Excuse me. And I wanted to make a video on Doge. I'm trying to cover Dogecoin every other day now, perhaps a little bit less, but I think it's interesting. I think Dogecoin is interesting. I think there's a huge community around it who still like these updates. Let me know if that's true. If it isn't true, I'll stop making them. I promise. But for me, for right now, it's still interesting. I mean, fundamentally, there's not a lot to talk about with Dogecoin. And with fundamentally, what I usually mean is something in relation to Elon Musk or with Twitter. Twitter is doing, financially, it's doing better again. So perhaps that's, or at least they're staying alive. So perhaps you could consider that as bullish for Dogecoin, but it's I don't think you can really feel that in the markets. I don't think Dogecoin's price will react to that very much. So fundamentally, there's not a lot to talk about, not specifically for Dogecoin. For the markets, though, there is a lot to talk about. Because in my last video on Dogecoin, we already explored the possibility that we would drop down below 8.9 cents, after which we would drop down to 8.4 and hold that. Which, as you can see, we did drop down to 8.4, but we didn't hold it. Well, why is then the question? And the big answer is this. Very bad news coming from the US, and we know how much cryptos react to US news. That Kraken, which most of you know, will need to end its staking as a service platform in a settlement with the SEC. Very bad news for Kraken, very bad news for crypto in the US, and we don't even know the ripple effects yet in the market. Are there going to be ripple effects? How big are they? We don't know. Can we expect that in the next weeks? Yes, we surely can. But for now, it's still a little bit hard to talk about that, right? But at least today we're fundamentally bearish, and we've dropped down lower towards this level around 8 cents, which is, to be honest, stronger than 8.4. So perhaps it's a blessing in disguise, and especially for Dogecoin, because as most of you know, this is the market reacted very bearish to this. But if you start to think critically, then why would Dogecoin react bearish to this? Yeah, sure, it's bad for the entire for the entire crypto market, and therefore also for Dogecoin. But in the end, Dogecoin is probably in the clear. It's proof of work. There's no if there's going to be any regulatory crackdown because of ICOs and stuff. There's not going to be any regulatory crackdown on Dogecoin. Dogecoin just had a launch like Bitcoin had. So altogether, on the regulatory side, Dogecoin is actually pretty fine. Now, unfortunately, I think that that's not going to matter as much as that Dogecoin is just correlated with the market, but it's something to think about. So for now, I actually do think that Dogecoin, kind of with a combination of that 8 cents, is technically a very strong level, but also that I do not very soon expect more bearish momentum because of the news. I think Dogecoin can actually get to 8.4, 8.5. I think we'll find resistance there, and that will just consolidate between 7.9 ultimately, which is also part of that 8 cents level, and 8.5. Ultimately, what we would want to do is break above 8.5 again. I think we could do that, but really at the earliest next week, Tuesday, with the inflation rate. So I'll probably make a new update on that ahead of that. To keep you updated. It could be, I think this is the most likely scenario, but there's a small chance. I think that what I talked about, the whole narrative that Dogecoin is not even that affected by this, could be that we are able to break above 8.5 cents earlier. Would be amazing. Then we'll just get up to 9 cents, 8.9 cents, and consolidate between that level and 8.4 cents as a support then. All right, so that's my update and my take on Dogecoin in light of recent events. If you do have any questions, as always, let me know. But for now, enjoy your Friday and take care. Bye.